Yeah, your favorite Tara Little Bacon Bear hanging out with the one and only DDG.
What's up?
I want to say that you're a hard man to find, but not really at all.
Nah, I'm not too hard to find. I don't be too secretive of where I'm at.
No, for sure. You're a person that is, I feel now at this point, in all realms. Like, I don't think that you realize sometimes how many lives that you're impacting just on accident, but I think it's really intentional in your case, right?
Yeah, it's a part of my business model. You know,
You know, it's funny that you say that your business model. I think that you're one of the young creatives that has been like really has figured out how to pivot during COVID. You know what I mean? Like, I think
Mhm.
a lot of people are trying to figure out what was next and how to be better and what to do more of and shit like that. And you have already found your way to adapt to that, correct?
Yeah. hmm
What you been doing during quarantine, lockdown, and have you even been locked down at all?
I mean, I've been locked down just on for the simple fact that I can't do much. But other than that, like I ain't really been staying in the crib, scared and stuff like everybody else. To be honest, but I follow protocol, hand sanitizer, mask, and all that.
That ain't protocol if you leaving.
No, you really
That's like
stayed in the house.
halfway protocol. That's halfway.
You stayed in the house for real?
I've been
You
here
really
for
stayed?
sure.
Yeah. See, I'm outside. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm outside.
Definitely understand that there. I will talk, actually, let me ask you about this, the obvious one. You got OnlyFans, right?
hmm
Tell me about your OnlyFans life. I think you're one of the first creatives that I saw really adapting their work to OnlyFans, and obviously it created like a buzz naturally about the fact that people thought she was gonna be naked on there or be doing some type of sex work, but you went in a complete different direction, correct?
Yeah, I just taught people how to make money on social media, basically. So it's like a people pay for books, people pay for courses for everything. So I was like, let me come up with a little course for these people, show them how to do it, because everybody want to be signed to me. Everybody want to learn how to do YouTube and all these other different social media platforms through me. So I was like, let me just go ahead and come up with something that I can help a lot of people rather than just helping people that's in LA or close to me.
Did any entities ever reach out to you just to see if you could teach them how to run social media? Just because, I mean, like, I think every young person that I run into wants to be like a YouTube star of some sort. But the
Mhm.
the fact that you have nailed down that I want to say artistry, that you have nailed that down to a science and are able to pass that out. Have any entities approached you about doing that for them?
I got an offer to do like a little speaking tour, like some motivational speaker type of thing, which would have been dope. But I'm trying to really just step out of that world and just focus on music for real, for real.
Word.
Mm-hmm.
What made you step away from that? Because I mean, of course, it is lucrative and it's a great way to get your name out.
Mm-hmm.
What makes you want to pivot towards music then?
I just feel like I'm in a different chapter in my life right now. I've been doing YouTube for 6 years, and I feel like the reason why I got so big on YouTube is because I locked in and focused on it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And I feel like when I lock in and focus on music, stuff is going to start happening for me, which is, it's happening. Ever since I stopped doing YouTube, a lot of positive things have happened in the music for me.
Do you think that this is like the end of YouTube for yourself, or do you think that you'll even like make this something that you work together on? You know what I mean? Like we'll get to see the behind the scenes of DDG and music.
I mean, it be certain stuff that I have to record. Like, I would be dumb not to record it and post it. So I'd be like, like I played against this dude named Mikey that's he's definitely going to the NBA. And I'm like, why wouldn't I record this if I'm playing in the basketball? You know what I mean? So I
Sure.
recorded that, but it's just like I'm just not active at all. Like, active for me is like posting 2-3 videos a day. That's what I usually do.
You
So.
know, I think that you're another person that is done really well at collabing. I tell you about a homegirl that I have from here. Seven. Seven is from DC. Seven has been on my show.
Oh yeah.
That's my homegirl. You know what I mean? But
Mhm.
I seeing you guys connect on the internet was like, damn, that's a really fire way, And I was talking to another young lady last night about the importance of building your network of people that you're interacting with. Do you think that is built towards your brand by connecting with other YouTubers and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I feel like it's a community type of thing. It's like I feel like everybody on the platform should work together. You know, that's how I look at it because we're more powerful. Uh, uh, a content creator is more powerful than a rapper in some senses. You know what I mean? So just being both of those is like overpower. But collabing wise, I feel like I feel like all creators on YouTube should work together. I feel like that's how you make new fans. That's how you create better content. You know, it's a no brainer.
Does the authenticity come natural, or is it just like you gotta like force it? You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I gotta make another YouTube video with this nigga again. You know what I mean?
Nah. It's nothing like that. I mean, it might be like that in the music industry in some situations where you might not want to work with another artist or something, but with YouTube, it's like you don't need nobody but yourself. You know what I mean? It's literally, you can just it could just be you. You don't need to collab with nobody. So it's like any collab that I do with somebody is I usually just do videos with my family, honestly. So it's like because all my family they got YouTube channels, so I just collab with them and we just keep it in the family. But you know, when I link with other people like that, it's not forced. It's just why not type of thing.
It's a natural thing. And that's
Mm-hmm.
fire. In the vein of music, do you apply any of the same principles that you were using to make YouTube lucrative for you to music now?
Nah, I think music is different, and you talking about in terms of like collabing.
No, well, I mean, just in general, like your creative process, how are you drawing your creativity for the things that you end up writing about and the things that you end up recording about, you know?
Oh yeah, a lot. I mean, I try to talk about things that I didn't put in my videos. You know what I mean? When I make music, I try to talk about more rated R, explicit things that I do. You know what I mean? Because people look at YouTube as like a kid platform or like
No.
but in reality, all ages watch it. But that's just the persona of it. So when I do my music, I try to tap into like a deeper side of me and talk about the dark things and talk about the things that I didn't really discuss in my videos and stuff like that. So I display a lot of that in this new project.
Would you say that this is you growing up in a sense? Like
Yeah,
your
sort of.
journey towards music is growing up?
That's kind of what it feels like. It kind of feels like that because I mean, a lot of energy has changed now. Like people don't call me a YouTuber anymore. You know what I mean? Like people it just completely stopped. Once I told people I ain't doing YouTube no more, and then I dropped a song that hit, like, oh, he's a rapper. You know what I mean? So it's like it's just that easy. It's just about really just training people's minds and just giving people something to look forward to.
Was there any like moment in particular that was like, man, I need to grow up in towards music? Because like you said, like I want to say that like with YouTube, you can only monetize kind of certain things and a certain kind of ideas. You know what I mean? But like
Mhm.
you said, music is a more adult thing. It is a more like well-rounded experience. Was there anything that just like changed your perception altogether? Where you like, I can't do this shit no more. I have to do music.
I mean, nah, not at all. I love
Was it
YouTube.
pivotal?
I'm not gonna act like I don't like YouTube. I love YouTube.
No, I
YouTube
don't.
is
That's
cool.
not what I'm trying to say.
Oh, okay. What you saying?
No, I'm saying like, was there any type of moment that like you like had to look back and reflect on, and you were like, this is the way that I need to grow, and this is the direction that I need to grow on. This was the experience that has made me decide that I needed to grow up. You know what I mean? For lack of a better word.
Um, you saying like switch over to music type of thing?
Yeah, because I mean, your attention is shifting, and this is a
Yeah.
growth. I know you got a birthday coming up, and I mean,
Hmm.
obviously, this you can't be like you said in the kid world forever. And music is a very
Yeah.
creative thing. Doing radio, talking to DJs, this is a completely different realm. This is a very grown up thing to have to do. You know what I mean? Was there
Yeah,
any
it's
experience
really.
that molded that?
I mean, it's really just like I look at it like this. You got people like Selena Gomez, and you got people like Ariana Grande, and you got people like Drake. You know what I mean? They come from different TV shows.
Yeah,
Like Ariana Grande was on Nickelodeon. That's a very, very kid show.
yeah.
And when you switch that energy to something more adult, I mean, in my own situation, I feel like I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it.
Well, I mean, you got to grow up. And do you think that your fans have been receptive to the idea that you're now aiming your attention, you're aiming your focus a lot more into music? Do you think that they've been like attentive to that and receptive to it?
Yeah, they support it for sure, but they obviously want me to get back on YouTube. Like I'm people's entertainment. Like I'm some people
I'm
like
hit.
daily entertainment. Like they don't watch nobody else but me. So me not being posting videos on YouTube and stuff, like people are just really just looking. They want me to get back on it, but I'm not.
How do you keep your humility then?
What you mean? Like my
How do you stay humble in it? Because I mean, you know, I guess it would be really easy to get really big headed by knowing that people are waiting for you to do something, a particular thing, and you're just like, shit, I ain't gonna do it. You know what I mean? There's a fan base that is asking for you to engage in this way. How do you keep the humility that's like, this is the thing that I want to turn towards? You see what I'm saying?
I think it's very. I think my supporters understand what I'm trying to do. Because I've been making music for about 3 years now. So it's about that time. You know what I mean? So it's like it's about that time to really just take off. So I think they get it. I think they understand what I'm doing, and they understand that I have to do this. It's mandatory.
Okay, well, in the vein of music, of course, we're talking now. We're walking in Calabasas. And this is a real
Mm-hmm.
thing that you're like, I see that you're posting a lot more about your radio reception. Is this like a exciting thing for you to hear yourself on the radio?
Yeah, I love being on the radio, man. I wish I can be on the road and come visit in person. You know, I, that's something that I enjoy doing on radio runs and stuff like that. But it's a very exciting, very, very exciting. I love being on the radio. I love having a lit song out. It's just a good feeling.
That's exciting. And of course, this is from a project that you're working on, and maybe we should expect it around your birthday.
Nah,
A little
it ain't
further
coming
out.
around. I don't think it's coming around my birthday, to be honest with you. But because I'm just trying to take my time with it. I'm trying to make sure everything is ironed out and everything is perfect. You know, it's cool. So when I do pop out with my project, it's nothing bad that you can say about it. You know what I mean? So, nah, I wouldn't. Not around my birthday, but it's coming soon. This side of the year for sure, 100%.
What kind of things are you doing right now to work towards the project being finished?
I'm really just my whole thing with this project. I'm trying to get like a bunch of features. So I'm trying to like make this into a collaborative project where I got a lot of features and stuff like that. So that's what I'm really working on right now. And then I'm just working on getting just making it feel like a project. You know what I mean? My last project was rushed. It didn't really feel like one. It was just a bunch of songs that I just put out. But this one, I want this to be like an actual body of work.
What energy are you trying to channel this time around?
I think I'm just trying to get more deep. I'm trying to, I want that kid that don't have much, but he has a phone to watch YouTube and stuff like that, or listen to music that don't, may be struggling, may not have the best clothes, you know what I mean? May be struggling with having hot water in the crib, lights might have came up, because I came from that. So it's like I want to make music for that person.
Damn.
Yeah.
What do you think that you're going to channel this time in music? Because like you said, this is like a growing up thing for you, and talking about a little bit more explicit of things. What kind of stories are you interested in telling this time around?
I mean, I discuss stories about my brother. I have a brother that passed away back in 2014. So I discuss a little bit about that, and I tap into, different situations in my life, relationship issues that I go through and stuff like that, and all of that. So it's a
I
bunch
mean,
of different stuff in there.
I see that it's covering a lot of bases. First off, I definitely will pass on my condolences because I know that that's a tough thing, probably something that you're working through, and especially being even in a public light, it can be really daunting and really tasking trying to move through all of these things while still having to be an upbeat person, while still being in the public and making decisions that affect you publicly. You know what I mean? So I definitely
Mm-hmm.
commend you for still fighting those battles. Do you think that there's ever a time in which you'll just fade to the background altogether where you just want to be a plain DDG, just a normal man, just like leave it all behind?
Nah, I want to get to Justin Bieber level. Like I'm trying to be big. I want to experience it. You know what I mean? You only get one life. Like when I look at these celebrities, and I look at them, I'm like, man, I want to see what it's like. I might not like it. I might not want paparazzi. I had a few paparazzi moments that was really weird. So I know I wouldn't like it
This shit weird,
because they
ain't
would
it?
literally do. Yeah, it's extremely weird. Like somebody was just record. Had no idea. I just went on YouTube a couple days after. I just wanted to eat breakfast, and somebody was recording me and somebody else from far away, like just recording us eat. It was weird. It was extremely weird. So I know I wouldn't like it, but I kind of just want to get to that point to experience it. So I don't know.
I mean, I'm sure to even to some extent, not to compare, like, but that happens to you now. I'm sure you get recognized when you're out eating, when you're at the movies, when you're
Oh
at the
yeah,
mall and doing things. You know what I mean?
yeah. I
So
get recognized everywhere. It's dope. It's dope. It's kind of like I can kind of like tell when somebody knows me, and it's dope because I have this on and I
but they
had
still
glasses
do.
on. But somebody like, DDG. I'm like, how did you even know that was me? You know what I mean? But it might be the tattoos. I don't know. But
Maybe it's the
people
aura
be
you put off.
noticing me. I don't know. It might be the energy.
It
Might
might be
be.
the energy. So, in the
Mm-hmm.
vein of dating, what's going on with you now? I think you had a very public relationship, or you've had some very public like moments as it relates to relationships. Where you at now? What you working on, or not working on in that
I mean,
case?
I'm single right now, but you know, you never know. You
Never
never
know.
know. Might be taken tomorrow. I might be taken in a couple hours. Might be single again tomorrow. You never know.
Ah,
Mm-hmm.
okay. I guess I will just take that answer. I
I'm
won't.
trying to have kids though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna have kids. I'm tired of just dating.
How you tired? You're not even old enough to be tired of throwing the towel for some damn kids. Baby six
I've
was too
been
much for you.
he wasn't. That's what I like that. You know, I want kids at this point in my life, I think.
Damn, really? You
Dude,
got
I
baby
really
fever.
do.
What do you know? What genders that you're looking for? If you got to choose.
I would like a boy, but I think a girl would be beneficial to me as a person. I think I will become a better man with a daughter.
They say that because it says that you like all of the things that you worked that worked against you in like your life and your relationships. You learn to treat a woman better because of the fact like you have a daughter now. You understand what it's like because you don't want anybody to treat your daughter like anything. So
Yeah.
that's a thing.
Yeah.
Well, as it stands for your supporters and your fans that have been with you from YouTube to music and just on forward, like, is there anything that you would pass on to the DMV so they can feel your love even though they can't see you in person right now?
Man, I love the DMV. Every time I go to DC, it feel like home. So I'm just trying to drop some music for y'all to vibe to. That's all, man.
Anything soon? Like soon? Like
Yeah, I'm
ASAP?
gonna drop. I'm gonna drop another single off of it for sure. I'm gonna drop another single off of it.
Well,
And
duh, you gotta drop a single.
yeah, I'm gonna drop another single off it very soon. Probably next month. We're gonna figure that out. See what we can do about that, and then yeah, we're gonna gear up for this tape, man. I think this tape gonna be the turning point going into 2021, and then working on the album.
Well, for sure. I hope you facilitate good relationships, give good interviews, have good interactions so that it breeds for a great project and great reception from your fans, okay?
Appreciate it.
I appreciate you also, and I hope to see you when you get to DC.
All right.
All right, good man.